Hello, Joy friends. Thank you for joining me for this very special Happy Mail unboxing. Other than a few items that fell out and I've just tucked underneath the front cover, I have not gone through this. You and I are going to take this journey together. So, shall we get started? First off, we're going to look at the homemade card that came with it. And I'm so excited about this because I am someone who truly treasures homemade items. All right, so let's read our card. It says, "Hello, Cynthia, Mr. Joyful, Sadie, and Mom. I hope you are having a great day. I make journals as well as my many other crafts. I hope you enjoy this one. All right, much love and nugs to all. Gwen Best, aka Mama Knows Best." So right off the bat, Gwen, thank you so much for this. My heart is truly overwhelmed at the moment and excited. So you can see she has made it to be like a journal. And as it says, it is a prayer journal. And over here is a sticker that says, "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me." And this is one of those like manila envelope or folders that she has created this out of. There are all kinds of jewels and embellishments on it, and I love it. Look at all the detail. What a great job. And this is added to it. She did an amazing job, and you can just tell she put a lot of time into this. So, I mean, that just makes my heart just swell with joy. Let's get started. This is what she did on the front cover. And I mean, just taking it in. I will not apologize that this may be a little bit of a long video, but I truly want to share and enjoy the process of this journal. Again, looking at all the details of all the work she has put into this. These are a few of the items that fell out, and this is a really cool thing that she has done here. It is a paper clip, so it clips onto something and bookmarks it, and you see what she's put it as? It's a butterfly. So I love that. All right, and then we have this. It's another type of bookmark, but look what's inside. I only know because this is one of the items that fell out. But it has Post-it notes where you can take notes. So it has several pages on it. And this one does as well. And again, you can see her creativity. And it's just beautiful. And it's purple. All right. This was the other item that fell out, and I did look at this. You guys, this is just pure, like, artsy genius right here. Oh my gosh. So first off, we have this, oops, sorry, I moved the craft table, or let's see. Can you see this? It is a dream catcher. It is 3D. It has thickness to it. And it's on there and it's weighted so it closes. It keeps this closed. And this is fabric. And then it has musical notes that she's added on here. This is another embellishment that's been added to this. Here you can see the fabric a little bit better. But you guys, look at this. The inside of it is made with magazine. Isn't that so cool? And you can see the stitching where she sewed it on. I mean, I just have goosebumps, you guys. The thought, the time, the love that went into this. This is just Beautiful. And then prayer of the day, praying health and happiness for your family and great things for your channel. Much love, Gwen. P.S. I thought you could use this to put in your happy mail. I love it. Thank you so much, Gwen. I mean, if I were to stop right there, I would be happy. Like, just, again, the homemade heartfeltness that went in this. All right. Here is another one of the paper clips. Again, really just so cool. And this is the paper clip. So it goes on like this, and this one is done in colorful flowers. I mean, I just love this, you guys. I cannot begin to express how much I love homemade gifts. All right. And then the first page says the universe, and just kind of taking it in. And it's just talking about the planets and the solar system. And then over here is talking about dinosaurs. Best preserved dinosaur remains. Leonardo, the fossilized remains of a 77 million year old duck-billed dinosaur, was discovered in northern Montana, USA in the summer of 2000. The 23-foot long Brachiosaurus is the fourth dinosaur ever discovered to be classified as a mummy. Around 90% of its body is covered in fossilized soft tissue, including skin, muscles, scales, foot pads, and even its last meal has been preserved in its stomach. The creature was between 3 and 4 years old when it died. How neat is that? Largest dinosaur footprint. In 1932, the gigantic footprints of a large bipedal hadrosaurid, which is duck-billed, measuring 4 feet, 5.5 inches in length and 32 inches wide, were discovered in Salt Lake City, Utah, USA. How neat. I love stuff like this. Dinosaur with the most teeth. The dinosaur with the most teeth was the duck-billed hadrosaur, which, despite being a herbivore, was with a toothless beak, had up to 960 self-sharpening cheek teeth in the side of its strong jaws for chewing tough plants. And this is actually a picture of it here. So, how neat is that? All right, moving on. Oh, wow. Look at the paper that this is made on. Looks like a paper bag. And look at just the artwork. Look at the butterfly. Oh my gosh, you guys. Again, just the time that goes into making this. Ah. Sapporo Giant number 4 cabbage. And I'm not sure what the rest of that says, but it says smile and happy growing. And look at just the colors and the detail of the artwork, the mountains and the skyline. And all the bunny rabbits. Look at that one going right into the top, or into the side of the cabbage head. And then this is the back of it. Let me turn it so you can see it. And this says, congratulations, congratulations. And look at the dresses. And the beautiful flowers. A lot of time. A lot of time. All right. And then this says, the best is yet to be. And then here it says scripture of the day. And it's got a spot for prayer list. What am I grateful for today? What God spoke to me today? Special prayers and worries that I'm giving to God. And then it's got a cute little sticker over here that says good morning. But look, you guys, look at the leaf overlay she's put in here. And then on the back, it repeats the same thing, the prayer list all the way down to what I'm giving to God. And it says, I don't like it, I love it, is what this little stamp says right down here. All right, and then the next page has more of the dresses that we saw earlier. And then the I don't like it, I love it. And then it says cherish. That's what that word says. So possibly this might be a page for me maybe to include some pictures on. Or maybe I could write some of my favorite scripture verses. Now, I don't know that Miss Gwen knows this, but I love candles. I have candles in every room of the house, except for maybe my son's room right now. And even though he is soon moving out and it's going to become Mom's room, we probably will not put candles in there either. But I love candles. And this says candles and candlesticks. And it says shimmering candlelight creates the ambience of romantic style. No matter how beautiful the chandelier or exquisite the lamp, candlelight illuminates rooms with a glow and mystery unattainable from any other light source. Candlesticks and candelabras, beautiful in their materials and shapes, evoke memories of romantic dinners, quiet conversations, dancing for two, and sweet good nights. For a collector, a shapely candelabra incorporating cherubs or angels inspires love at first sight. As with romance, follow your heart and collect what you love. Mr. Joyful and I love having a couple candles lit at night when we go to settle down for the night. We try, not every night because of my YouTube channel, but most nights we try to go in to bed an hour early, and we'll light the candles and just kind of lay in there and either watch some TV, or most of the time we might play little games on our phones or whatnot, or read a book. Sometimes I read, sometimes I crochet. And then we like to say our goodnight prayers, and then we blow the candles out. But there's something about the candles that just kind of create the ambience of it's time to settle down and relax and let the day come to a close. And it really helps us to have a good night rest. So I just absolutely love this. And it titled it Love Notes. All right. And this says Louisiana Lake Views. And these are cinnamon rolls. And I'm going to tell you something really funny. This afternoon, Mr. Joyful actually made cinnamon rolls. Honest, Scout's honor. And just so you can see it for yourself. See? So how cool is that? Cinnamon roll, anyone? All right, and then on this page here, we've got some deer, and it looks like if I wanted to, I could even color in. All right. And this is some more information on prehistoric life. Let's see. Largest dinosaur eggs. The largest known dinosaur eggs are those of Hycelosaurus, a high-ridged lizard, a 40-foot long titanosaurid, which lived about 80 million years ago. Examples found in the Durance Valley in France in October 1961 would have been uncrushed 12 inches long, about the height of this page, with a diameter of 10 inches. And that's a picture of it right here. And then I saw something that caught my eye. It said, oldest vomit. What? On February 12, 2002, a team of paleontologists led by Peter Doyle from Greenwich University in the UK announced their discovery of the fossilized vomit of a marine reptile discovered in a quarry in Peterborough, Cambridgeshire, UK. The 160 million-year-old vomit could provide an insight to the feeding habits of Ichthyosaurus. Oh, wow. Oldest flowering plant. On May 3, 2002, scientists announced the discovery of the fossilized remains of the earliest flowering plant discovered to date, at least 125 million years old, and named Archaeafructus sinensis, an ancient fruit from China. It was found in stone in northeast China and is possibly the ancestor of all the flowering plants in the world today. Its closest living relative may be the water lily, as the ancient plant lived in clear, shallow water with its flowers and seeds extending above the surface. How interesting. And then this is just more information. The rarest tree, the Woolami pine, a member of the Araucaria family, was discovered in Woolami National Park, 93 miles northwest of Sydney, Australia. In 1994, only 43 adult trees have been found, all growing in a 1.5-acre grove in the park in 3 small stands. The pine is unusual in being covered with brown, knobby, spongy bark. The trees grow on wet ledges in a deep, sheltered gorge. The tallest measures 131 feet and has a girth of some 9 feet. Wow. Here's something else that caught my attention. Earliest zoo. The earliest known collection of animals was established at modern-day Pukeresh, Iraq, by Shulgai, a 3rd dynasty ruler of Ur, from 2097 to 2094 BC. Wow, that is interesting. One more thing that just caught my attention. The most environmentally friendly country. The country regarded as the most environmentally sustainable is Finland, which heads the Environmental Sustainability Index, compiled in 2002 by the World Economic Forum. Based on 20 core indicators covering 5 broad areas: environmental systems, e.g. air and water quality, reducing environmental stress, e.g. pollution levels, reducing human vulnerability to environmental degradation, social and institutional capacity to respond to environmental threats, and contribution to global stewardship. Finland scored 73.9 out of 100. The lowest was Kuwait with 23.9. The USA was 45th with 53.2. The UK was 91st with a score of 46.1. In total, 142 countries are listed. How interesting. Wow. This is a picture of the tropical Andes region that runs through Venezuela, Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, Bolivia, and northern Argentina. So far, 45,000 species of vascular plant have been described, which is 15 to 17% of the world's species, as well as 1,666 bird species, 414 mammal species, and 1,309 reptile and amphibian species. How interesting. All right. And here is another prayer journal page where I can write down my prayer requests. And it says, "It is a good day to be happy." And again, we've got a little bit of an overlay here. Trying to be very delicate with my pages. And over here, we have some more of those leaves. The best is yet to be. I love it. And look, some seahorses. Definitely have fun coloring those in with some color pencils. That's something else Mr. Joyful and I like to do together, is we like to color with color pencils. Which I hear him laughing. He's actually doing that right now as we speak. How odd is that this book is just correlating to our life so much. Aquatic life, and it's talking about all kinds of things going on in the deep sea. The largest oyster. In 1999, a common oyster at Chesapeake Bay, Virginia, USA, weighed 8 pounds. Wow. 2.5 ounces. It was 12 inches long and 5.5 inches wide. Wow. How interesting. Longest survival out of water. 6 species of lungfish live in freshwater swamps that frequently dry out for months or even years at a time. 2 of the 4 species found in Africa are considered to be the real experts. As the water recedes, they burrow deep into the ground and secrete a mucus to form a moisture-saving cocoon around their bodies. Then they build a porous mud plug at the entrance of the burrow and wait, abandoning gill breathing in favor of their air-breathing lungs. They can live for up to 4 years in this dormant position. Wow. Deepest fish. Abyssabrodolula, Galathea, a species of the cuskeel, has been collected from the Puerto Rico Trench at a depth of 27,455 feet. And right here, it's talking about the largest fish. The world's largest fish is the rare plankton-feeding whale shark, which is found in the warmer areas of the Atlantic, Pacific, and Indian Oceans. The largest scientifically recorded example was caught off Baba Island near Karachi, Pakistan on November the 11th, 1949. It was 41 feet 6 inches long and measured 23 feet around the thickest part of the body. It weighed between 33,000 and 46,300 pounds. Wow. Look at all the little fish going in its mouth. Oh, you may not be able to see that. There's kind of a glare. Oh, that didn't help. Okay. There you go. You can see that a little bit better now. And the diver at the top. All right. This is so much fun. All right. And then more nature. And I'm a science girl. I love nature. I love science. So I am thoroughly enjoying all of this. On this page, the one thing I'm going to share is the most poisonous bird. The hooded pitohu from Papua New Guinea is one of a small number of poisonous birds in the world. It was discovered in 1990 and has puzzled scientists ever since. Its feathers and skin contain the powerful poison homobactrotoxin, the same one secreted by the dart frogs of South America. Like many other poisonous animals, this bird also emits a foul smell and advertises its toxicity with bright colors. The venom affects the nerves of the victim, but it is not known how the species acquired it. Wow. Looking at this bird right here, it says the most dangerous bird. The most dangerous of all birds are all 3 species of cassowary, which live in New Guinea and northeastern Queensland, Australia. They are large birds up to 6 feet 6 inches tall or 2 meters, and on each foot they have 3 forward-pointing toes with strong claws to provide grip while running, the inner toe having a 5-inch long spike for defensive purposes, which it kicks out when cornered. A cornered or wounded bird can be extremely dangerous and will leap into the air and kick, damaging vital organs or causing massive bleeding to its victim. Its kick is powerful enough to rip open a person's stomach or even kill. Wow. The picture you see down here is the tallest flying bird, which are cranes. They are waders belonging to family Gruidae. The largest can stand to a height of almost 6 foot 6 feet inches high. Wow. And I've got another page of prayer request, and she's got cherish on it, and I love this best is yet to be. I love that sticker, or that stamp. Love it. All right. So pretty. Look at that stamp. There's a glare again. Let me see if I can fix that. All right, I turned the light in the studio down, so maybe that'll help a little bit. This is just some more pictures of our prehistoric dinosaurs. Longest successful solo balloon flight. On July 4, 2002, on completion of his 20,627-mile solo circumnavigation of the Earth by balloon, Steve Fawcett set the record for the longest successful solo balloon flight. Right here. Youngest solo transatlantic sailor. Sebastian Clover of the UK sailed across the Atlantic Ocean single-handedly from Santa Cruz, from the Canary Islands, Spain to English Harbor, Antigua, Barbados, at the age of 15 years, 362 days, from December 19, 2002 to January 12, 2003. 15 years old. Barbuda. Wow. Did you know that the Earth is not perfectly round? It's actually slightly flatter at the poles and bulges at the equator, the result of the planet spinning on its own axis. So if it were possible to walk around the Earth in a straight line, circumnavigators would be better off walking pole to pole rather than following the equator, because the Earth's equatorial circumference is 82.6 miles. Wow. Another prayer request page. I love this. Love that pretty pink. Another page can color in. You can see the leaf inlay. And look, another one to color. I love it. This talks about epic journeys. More on the epic journeys. Oh, look at this. This is so cute. So again, this is made out of paper bag. Look at that. Look at the butterflies. It's created a pocket. And then inside the pocket, oh, there's a couple things. So it says Cynthia. And it says, you had me at woof. I love it. It's a bookmark. Look at this. Sparkle all. You're magical. I wish I was a unicorn. I love you more than rainbows. How pretty is that? Look at that bookmark. Oh, I love that. And this one says, Mr. Joyful. Faithful, loyal, forever friend. Oh, that Sadie girl. Look at the puppy paw prints. Hug a friend. Oh, look at that puppy. I love that. I will share that with Mr. Joyful. I'm going to bring those down. Okay, another prayer request page. And the stamp on it says cherished. And I love how she did that to give it its own unique embellishments. Look how pretty. Oh, look at that one to color in. That's going to be fun. The butterfly. Look at what she did on the back. That is so cool. Courage and endurance. This is more on the journeys that different people have completed. Longest journey by wheelchair. Rick Hansen of Canada, who was paralyzed from the waist down in 1973 as a result of a car accident, wheeled his wheelchair, oh my gosh, you guys, 24,901.55 miles through 4 continents and 34 countries. He started his journey from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada on March 21st, 1985, and arrived back there on May 22nd, 1987. A little over 2 years. Wow. Greatest distance covered in 24 hours by wheelchair. Rafael Emilio de Leon Lebron from the Dominican Republic wheeled himself a distance of 112.5 miles in 24 hours on December 13th to 14th, 2001 at the Juan Pablo Duarte Centro Olímpico, Santo Domingo de Guzman, Dominican Republic. Wow. Neat. Some cave dives, deep sea water dives. Wow. How interesting. Earliest perfume launched by a couture. Fashion designer Gabrielle Coco Chanel, France, whose name became synonymous with elegance and chic, launched her Chanel No. 5 perfume in 1921. A designer ahead of her time, Chanel was always sharp and elegant. The clothes she designed transformed the way women looked and how they looked at themselves. Oh, wow. How neat. And down here, most commercially successful filmmaker. 3 of Steven Spielberg's from the USA films are in the top 10 grossing movies of all times and have grossed $2.23 billion in total. The films are number 3, Jurassic Park, USA 1993, $920.1 million. Then E.T., number 7, it says E.T. the Extraterrestrial, USA 1982, $700.8 million. And number 10, Jurassic Park, The Lost World, USA 1997, $614.1 million. Most Grammy Awards won by a female artist. Aretha Franklin is the female recording artist to have won the most Grammys. She has won a total of 15 since receiving her first in 1967 for Best Female R&B Vocal Performance with Respect. RESPECT. She won her 15th Grammy in 1988 for Best Female Soul Gospel Performance with One Lord, One Faith, One Baptism. All right. Another prayer request page. Look at that. Oh, wow. You guys, all of this, even just this page, it took some time to do. Oh, Gwen, the time it took to make this one prayer journal. Thank you so much. Gentle birds crooning sweet songs. Gentle settings welcome playful objects of love and sinuous shapes of curves and scrolls. The shy innocence of cherubs and the ardor of lovebirds symbolize the joy of young love. Classical motifs recall the enduring qualities of beauty and an art affected by the passage of time. Delicate white flowers and topiaries impart garden touches to pristine setting. A white vase filled with tulips contributes a relaxed accent in the breakfast room. White paint and fabric update reproduction. Louis the 16th chairs. Wow. Look at that. Poinsettias. The dresses. Ooh, look at that to color. That owl. How pretty. Trying to be very delicate with my pages. You don't want them to tear. How pretty. Another coloring page. Mass participation. These are all activities where it took like a big group of people. That'll be fun to come back and read. Largest motorcycle pyramid. The daredevil team of the Indian Army Signal Corps in India achieved a motorcycle pyramid consisting of 200 men balanced on a total of 10 motorcycles on July 5th, 2001 at Gauri Shankar Parade Ground, Jaipur, India. The pyramid traveled a distance of 424 feet. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow. Right, another prayer request page. I love all those. It says, well done. More of the best is yet to be, and cherish, and I don't like it. I love it. Another page to color. Ooh, look at that one. Birth and life. Oldest living triplets right here. Douglas Haig Wilkins, Winnie Elsa Leigh Notre, and Elsa Winnie Luxon, all UK. And then this is them as they got older. Were verified on March 4, 2002 to be the oldest living triplets at age 84 years old, 349 days. They were born in Guernsey, UK on March 21st, 1917 to Mary and Frederick Wilkins. Wow. Most children delivered at a single birth. The highest medically recorded number of children born at a single birth is 9 to Geraldine Broderick of Australia at the Royal Hospital for Women in Sydney, Australia on June 13, 1971. None of the children, 5 boys, 2 were stillborn, and 4 girls lived, and it got cut off. Wow. And it talks about the oldest men and women living. This is talking about different things about the body. Longest attack of hiccups. Charles Osborne of the USA began hiccuping in 1922 while attempting to weigh a hog before slaughtering it. He was unable to find a cure but led a normal life, which he had 2 wives and fathered 8 children. He continued hiccuping until one morning in February 1990, 68 years later. Wow. Fastest sneeze. The highest speed at which expelled particles from a sneeze have been measured to travel is 103.6 miles per hour. Wow. Loudest snoring. Kara Walker from Sweden, who suffers from the breathing disorder apnea, recorded peak snoring levels of 93 decibels on May 24th, 1993. Oof. Wow, look at this. This picture right here. The largest tumor ever removed intact. The largest tumor ever removed intact was a multilistic mass of the right ovary below, weighing 303 pounds. The operation took over 6 hours and was performed by Professor Catherine O'Hanlon of Stanford University Medical Center in California, USA. The growth had a diameter of 3 feet and was removed in its entirety in October 1991 from the abdomen of an unnamed 34-year-old woman. The patient made a full recovery. She left the operating room on one stretcher with the tumor on another. I mean, just look how big that is. Look at this person's hand compared to that tumor. I mean, it said it's 303 pounds. Oh my gosh. Wow. Can you imagine? All right. Another prayer list page. Love it. And I love how she took the time to change up these divider pages. That is so cool. A little romance. On a warm June afternoon, I fell in love with Paris, one of the world's most romantic and beautiful cities. From the tall casement windows of our tiny Left Bank Hotel, I watched the wonderful old city wake each morning. From the bridges that crossed the Seine, I watched the sunset each day. In between, I toured the art museums and sculpture-filled gardens and wandered through the shops that lined grand boulevards and cobblestone streets. On the flight home, reading French, decorating magazines, I resolved to create a book of pretty rooms and gentle settings, a romantic escape that also would be filled with decorating ideas. Little did I know that how easy and enjoyable it would be to find the lovely, very personal homes that you'll visit on these pages. In fact, the only dilemma in this pleasant task was choosing from among the wealth of charming locations brimming with ideas and inspiration. As we worked, the plethora of romantic-style homes began to make sense to us. In this age of high-tech hurry, romantic style is a soothing balm for decorating enthusiasts across the country, in cities, small towns, and rural settings. The owners we met along the way have a very different interpretation, yet all share the philosophy of designing a unique home that's a refuge from the busy world. From each location, we gleaned decorating inspiration, advice, sources, and new friends. To each of our generous homeowners, a grateful thank you, or perhaps more appropriately, merci beaucoup. Linda Halm, editor, Romantic Style. Romance beginnings inspired by romance. And coloring pages. And this is just acknowledgments, I guess, of the magazine that this came from. Record breakers, you think you've got what it takes to be a world record holder? We want to hear from you. Okay. Look at this, you guys. Oh, wow. Look at the ribbon on this one. Look at the pretty little gems. Oh, my goodness. Each of those are glued on. Wow. The time that went into that. The butterflies. Another prayer request page. And another divider page with the leaves. And it says thank you. Another coloring page. I love all the coloring pages too. And these are talking about different various saddle sports. Men's short course swimming world records. Women's short course swimming world records. Mark Spitz of the USA won 9 Olympic gold medals at the 1968 and 1972 games. All but one of his wins were New World. Wow. A prayer request page. And a divider page. Look at the flowers. Another coloring page. Oh, wow, look at that. This is more on swimming and records. Underwater. Continuous rotations with one breath. Surfing and yachting. Most women's surfing professional world championships. The women's professional surfing title, instituted in 1979, has been won 4 times, by Frida Zamba from USA in 1984 to 86. In 1988, Wendy Botha from Australia, formerly South Africa, in 1987, 89, and 91 through 92. And Lisa Anderson, USA, who is pictured here, in 1994 to 95. More prayer request page. It is a prayer journal. And look at this on the divider page, this cute little apple. And the lollipops. Oh, that's so pretty. Bet this comes from the romantic magazine that we read from earlier. Love those cloth chairs. How pretty. I love that table. It looks rustic. I love it. And coloring page. And more on the swimming and water sports, rowing, diving, water polo, barefoot water skiing. Women's water polo was introduced at the 2000 Olympic Games in Sydney, Australia. The team from the host nation below won the first and only title to date in a final against the USA on September 23rd, 2000. Prayer request page. It has a ladybug and it says, "Bug me anytime." That says, "Pow." Oh, wow, this will be fun to color. Look at all the stars in there. This is on more water sports. And this looks like it's on golf. Youngest to play in a Ryder Cup is this young man here. Sergio Garcia from Spain, January 9th, 1980, who played for Europe in 1999 at the age of 19 years, 229 days. All right, let's see what we got here. We have some cards, and it says, oh, cool, look at this. Prayer of the day. Look at that. And that they all say the same thing. Oh, wow, look at that. I can put some prayer requests on here, and then I can actually put those on my nightstand. Oh, wow. Let me pull this off. Uh-oh. Oh, I see. Oh, joyful prayer list. And that's another paper clip. I love that with the puppy dog on it. All right. Oh, wow. Look at that. The butterflies and the lace. Oh, my goodness. Look how cute that is. And inside, it's got prayer lists, a name, and a date. Oh, my gosh. I love this. Oh, my gosh. This is so cool. Oh, wow. How creative, Gwen. I love that. And then here is our back page, and she's got all kinds of embellishments. Little foam hearts. More little things to color. Look at the little girl and the puppy. That's a vintage picture. Wow. And the cats. The little kitty cats. Artist Taylor's. Boy, these are some vintage cards or something. How pretty. Oh, look. Those match. Wow. And then this is the back of it, you guys. Look at I was going to call them beads, but they're not really beads. The little gemstones. And the butterflies. kind people are my kind of people. I love it. The bee, birdie, and the hearts. But even look at this background. Oh my gosh, I love that. The rainbow. Butterflies on it. This is just so cool, Gwen. And there's a butterfly down here. That's 3D, three-dimensional. Wow. What a phenomenal job you did on this prayer journal. Thank you so much. I have thoroughly enjoyed this. I've enjoyed going through it. I know I still kind of went through it a little bit fast. To take it all in. We've been at this almost an hour, but I hope that you have enjoyed it. She definitely put a lot of time into it, and this is something that I will cherish for a long, long time to come. And I can't wait to use it. I can't wait to spend time writing prayer requests in it and coloring in it and just soaking up the information. This is so great, even outside of prayer time, for a rainy day, just to spend some time through it. And again, if I ever have a rainy day in my heart, I can definitely pick up this prayer journal and go through it and just feel the love that she has given and inspired through it. Well, thank you for joining me. Thank you so much again, Gwen, for the special love that you have shown the Joyful family through this prayer journal. Be joyful, everyone. Stay crafty in your own way. Make your own joyful creations. And above everything else, remember, you are loved.